Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Will and welcome to my channel where I discuss all things credit card rewards. So go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button. So in today's video, I wanted to go over the Citi Prestige card and whether or not it's worth getting even after the benefits are getting slashed effective September 2019. Long story short, I do think it's still worth it. You just have to be a little bit more strategic on actually how you use it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing that we have is, of course, the sign-up point bonus. 50,000 points once you spend $4,000 within 3 months. So this is pretty much in line with, say, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which gives you the exact same sign-up point bonus. How much that is worth, it depends on how you use the points. If you were to just use them on the Citi Thank You portal for your booking your travel, you get $500 worth of value. If you were to use it as a transfer partner, that valuation can definitely vary depending on how you use it, but you'll definitely get more value, maybe $800 to $1,000, depending on what you do with those points. Now, moving down, we do have an annual fee, $495, which is not waived in the first year. So that's pretty much what we're assessing, whether or not it's worth paying that. So moving on, we have our spend bonus categories. So you see some big numbers here. You get 5 points back with air travel and restaurants, 3 points back on hotels and cruise lines, and then 1 point back on everything else. Now, in terms of the air travel, 5 points back is definitely the highest that you can get on any other card. I think the Amex Platinum card also gives you 5 points back, but 5 points back is pretty generous. However, I would not use it for this. And that's because this goes back to those travel benefits that they just got finished slashing. So let's look at that just very quickly. So here we have a chart that the point guy has put up of all the benefits that are getting slashed. So you got the trip cancellations going away, worldwide travel accident insurance, baggage delay and lost baggage protections, trip delay protection, all that is going away. Travel and emergency assistance. You're not going to have access to that anymore if you were to use the Citi Prestige card to book your flight. You could use, say, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card or even the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, book your flight with those cards. Yes, you'll get less points back, but you are getting some, that kind of peace of mind when you have these travel insurances. If you were to use the Citi card, you could buy travel insurance from like a third party if you wanted to. I'm not sure how much that usually costs, maybe like 25 to 50 bucks, but that's actually a lot in terms of points. So I don't think you're really making up for those points that you're gaining by using the 5x back when you had to pay an additional $30 to $50. But it's just me. I just wouldn't book any flights for this card, and I'll get more into that a little bit later when I go through a spreadsheet on the spend and whatnot. So let's go ahead and continue on. So next we have our other big benefits, and of course the next one is the complimentary 4th night hotel stay. So very great benefit here. Once you book 4 consecutive nights through thankyou.com, you'll get that 4th night for free. So very, very generous benefit here. You can only use that 2 times per year starting in September 1st, 2019. For some reason, they were letting you use that as many times as you want, which is pretty crazy. But yes, they finally caught on and are now limiting it to just twice per year. So here we have the creditcard.com's guide on how to use that. And I just wanted to go over a few things. So I don't have this card, so I just want to make sure I kind of cover all my bases here. Let's see, when you book your 4th night free, you do have to pay up front. So just keep that in mind. You are going to have to pay up front, which I think is fine as long as you're able to cancel before the trip if you need to. You don't want to have to pay and then not be refunded. How to book a 4th night free. Again, you do it through thankyou.com. The biggest downside to booking through thankyou.com is that you won't be able to apply your hotel loyalty membership, which is definitely a bummer. And one reason why I may not do it, depending on which vacation I'm trying to go to. So if I'm trying to, do a very nice vacation and maybe go to a Hilton resort, I'm not sure if I would use it here because I would definitely want to have my diamond status attached to my room stay just to make sure I can maybe get an upgrade, get my free breakfast and stuff like that. But it all depends, I have to run the numbers and stuff like that to see how much that free night is really worth and, if it's worth giving up my hotel loyalties. So that's pretty much the 4th night. Really not too much else to say. Great benefit. Again, you can get a lot of value, and I'll have again a spreadsheet going through how much you can expect to get back with this benefit. The next big benefit that we have is a $250 travel credit every calendar year. So very easy. Travel is very broad for Citi, just like it is for the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. So this is just a no-brainer. Great benefit to have. It'll bring your effective annual fee down to what, $245. So you're really just looking for $245 worth of value out of all these other benefits once you take into consideration this travel credit here. Now, this is again every calendar year, so you can effectively get this benefit twice per year or per anniversary year for you. So say if you were to get the card now in July, you'll get the benefit now, and then you'll get the benefit again beginning of January. So I'm sure they'll probably change that at some time in the future. I'm not sure why they're doing this. Chase Sapphire Reserve card, they used to have the same thing, but they changed the travel credit to every anniversary year. So yeah, they'll definitely catch on to this, but it's just a matter of time. Next, we have VIP lounge access. So you do get access to Priority Pass Select lounges, which is a great little benefit. And for some reason, they don't have it listed here on this website, but you do get TSA pre-check credit, global entry TSA pre-check credit. So again, this is pretty much like any other card. You'll get this every 4 years, $100 worth of credits. So the next benefit that we have with the Citi Prestige card is, of course, the transfer partners. So the transfer partners, they have a decent amount of them. Actually, they have more than Chase right now. So you'll see here, here's a list of them. You'll notice that there aren't any actual domestic airlines here for the US, which you may be a little worried about, but don't worry, you can still book domestic flights. It's just gonna be a little bit more work for you. So I've done a video on how to book award flights on partner airlines. So feel free to check that out. I'll link it up here in the description above me. But here's awardhacker.com, which just tells you how many points it will take you to get from point A to point B. So I just did something from Atlanta to Los Angeles, and you can see here to the right that you can transfer points to Cathay Pacific, 20,000 points, maybe a little bit more depending on what you do. Cathay Pacific, you can transfer thank you points, and you can still fly on probably American Airlines. So it's definitely doable. You just have to be, you just have to know how to do it, and it's not hard. So again, check out that video that I just did. One more thing, guys, there are a few benefits that Citi is not slashing effective September 2019. So you still get damage and theft purchase protection, as well as your extended warranty protection of 24 months for any of your purchases. And I believe you get a cell phone purchase or cell phone protection as well, but it's not listed here, but I'm pretty sure you do get that as well. So these are the few benefits that they still get with their card when you make purchases on it. So guys, that covers all the major benefits. So what I want to do now is accumulate all those benefits and see whether or not it's worth that $495 annual fee. So I've created a fancy spreadsheet for you guys. It's down in the description below if you want to download it and use it. And I've used this in plenty of my other videos as well. So pretty self-explanatory. You just fill out the cells that are in green. Once you reach the bottom, it'll tell you what your net annual value is with this card. So starting with the first thing, it's going to ask you if you want to add any authorized users. I forgot to mention that earlier, but it does cost $75 to add an authorized user with this card. So you just enter how many of those that you want. And then the next category is your monthly spend. So for me, I'm going to put in my monthly spend for restaurants, and then it will calculate the annual point totals that I will get based on that spend. So 340, that's about what I spend every month in restaurants. So I'm going to get 5 points, $20,000, 20,000 points every year. Now, I personally would not use this card for anything else. This is the only thing I would use this card for. So I'm going to keep everything else at just 0, 0, 0. Even the air travel and hotels. I might use it for hotels, but I'm trying to be a little conservative here. And then if you want to include the sign-up point bonus, of course, I would hit the sign-up point bonus if I was really trying to. So I just kept that as no here. So annual points, 20,000 points. And then going down to our other benefits, this section here. So of course, the Priority Pass Lounge, I value that as 0 because I already have it on my Chase Sapphire Reserve card. The travel credit, I'm just going to take full credit for $250. If you're not taking advantage of that, you're doing it wrong. So I didn't even give you an option to fill that out. Global entry TSA pre-check credit, I already have that, so I value that as 0 as well. The complimentary 4th night, this is kind of hard to determine. I put it at $200 per night, so twice a year, but it could very well be more than that. I doubt it'll be too much less than that. Maybe $150 per night is probably the minimum, so I could be a little bit more conservative here and just say $300. But yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you plan on doing with this. So I would say definitely think that out. You definitely want to have these kind of vacations planned out for the next year if you can. Then moving down, we have our point redemption. So there are a few ways that you can redeem the points that we discussed earlier. It's a thank you travel portal. When you do that, you only get 1 cent per point. So you want to put the X here and delete this X if you want to do that. So you'll see I'll get $200 worth of value out of that. But if you were to transfer your points after a transfer partner, you'll definitely get a lot more value. So $357 worth of value. And then if you are someone that's their own personal valuations, you can put in that rate as well as, selecting that. But as you see at the bottom here, we have a total value of $900 subtotal. But then when you take into account the fees, actually, I'm not going to have an authorized user, so let me get rid of that. So you see, I'm just paying an annual fee of $495. So my net annual value with the Citi Prestige card is $412. Again, this is not taking into account the sign-up point bonus that I get in the first year. I'm just trying to look at it kind of as a second year card and whether or not I would want to keep it. So $400, $412, that's not too bad in terms of, the return on that. What is that? So, 45% return on your, pretty much on the annual fee that you're paying. Oh, I didn't do that right. 412 divided 495. So yeah, 83% return on your annual fee that you're putting on this card is not bad whatsoever. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. The Citi Prestige card. Again, feel free to fill out that spreadsheet that I put together for you guys to really help you determine whether or not it's worth getting. This is a card that I'm looking at probably sometime in 2020. I'm not gonna get it right now, but definitely sometime in 2020. I'll probably wait, kind of in the spring or summertime before I get in it. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about the Citi Prestige card and whether or not you think it's worth getting. If you have any issues with my analysis, questions, or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. But that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to smash that like button. It helps my channel out a lot. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.